Welcome back to New Music Live. We are here with Conor Maynard. Conor, how are you?
I'm cool, man. I'm cool. This is exciting. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah, this is definitely crazy.
Yeah, this is fun.
Now, I mean, I don't think an explanation is needed for everybody inside here, but for everybody maybe at home across Canada who doesn't know you yet.
Yes.
You're 19. You're from a small town called Brighton in England.
Yep.
You started posting videos on YouTube in about 2008.
Yes.
Shot to YouTube fame. You signed a deal. You got, and here you are.
Exactly. Sitting right here.
So people post for all different reasons online, but what was the first reason you posted your videos on YouTube?
Well, for me, it all kind of started when I was probably about 15. I was walking down the road after school one day, and I was just singing with one of my friends. I was just messing about, and this girl overheard me. She was like I love you too. And she was she was a few paces ahead, and she overheard me singing, and she came up to me. She went, "Do that again." And I sang a little bit of the song. She went, "You can sing!" And she went crazy. And then after that, I realized, people wanted to hear me sing, so I continued to sing in front of people at school, started recording covers, and then I continued doing that, and they started to blow up. So
I mean, as you said, it blew up. You blew up online, but at what point were you like, holy, you hit 1,000, or was it when you hit 100,000, or was it when you hit a million?
It got to when my mum couldn't read the number anymore. That was when I knew. I was like, I've made it. I've done it. No, I think for me it was probably when I did a cover of "Beautiful Monster" by Neo, which hit 1 million views. And that was kind of a massive milestone for me. So I thought, for me, that was crazy. I really felt like it was going somewhere. So,
you're obviously getting comments from people all over the world. Is that the point? Is that kind of the point where you kind of realize maybe I could turn this passion into a career?
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, I was actually lucky enough as one of the first people that reached out to me was Neo himself. He saw my cover of "Beautiful Monster," and he reached out, and at first I didn't really believe it. I was like, oh, I don't know whether to I didn't want to get out to America and then have my friends calling me from my house.
We just saw a picture of you and Neo.
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't want to get all the way to America and have my friends ringing me like, "Hey, got you," and I'd be like, oh. It's like crying myself to sleep.
So you weren't too sure.
So I asked, is there any proof? I don't know if you're Neo. I don't know who you are. And then sure enough, a few days later, I was just sitting on Skype with Neo, talking about music, and he wanted to sign me. So it was amazing. I was in my pajamas as well.
In your pajamas?
Just an added bit of information for all of you.
Was this because you weren't too sure? You were like, maybe this could be a hoax?
Yeah, I was like, this is going to be real. Some of my mates like, wait, and I'm like, oh, whatever. But it was him, and I was like, I better put some clothes on.
So, are those your lucky pajamas now? Do you still have those?
No, I do.
You do?
I do still have them.
They hold a close place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously your videos shot you to YouTube fame, and even before your first single drops, you win this year's MTV's brand new 2012 in the UK. Now that's fan voted. So how does that feel to even before your first single have such dedicated fans?
It was crazy. So basically, I just need to thank all of these guys for everything. No, it was absolutely amazing. I was told that at first I was told that I'd won, and then that was mad enough in itself. But then I was told that I actually took 48% of all of the votes put forward in that entire competition.
And you beat out Lana Del Rey. You beat out 9 other artists.
Exactly. I was the only artist on that list that kind of hadn't released anything yet, and it was mad because when I saw that Lana Del Rey was on the list, I was like, okay, number 2, guys. Yeah, we're going for number 2. That's good. But it was crazy, and they went. I was number 1. I think I held that place just the whole way through. So it was amazing.
Definitely a big thanks to your fans, who you call Maniacs. I think. Do we have any maniacs in the house? I figured as much.
I don't know why they're called maniacs, but
speaking of maniacs, we've got a maniac here. Obviously, we wanted to give some time for your fans to ask a question.
Definitely.
She is probably one of the biggest maniacs, at least that I have met. She's here with one of our hosts, Phoebe.
Hi, Connor. Okay, so Suzanne here has been losing her mind, shaking. She can't believe you're really sitting in front of her. She randomly found you on YouTube.
Can you imagine if you woke up now? How bad would that be?
I would do that. Okay, you want to ask him a question?
What do you like most about Canadian girls?
I mean, This is your first.
My first time to say what I like about Canadian girls. Well, I like the amount of noise they make. That might sound a bit weird, but okay.
Thank you very much for your question. So, I mean, has it always been this crazy? Have girls always been this crazy? Even in high school, were they this crazy about you?
I don't know. I was more kind of, you know, like, into my books and reading. I'd be like, my friend would be like, oh, do you wanna go out with some girls? I'd be like, oh, girls. No, no. No. But yeah, I was kind of, you know, very dedicated to like all my work and stuff. And I suppose for me, I didn't really realise until after all this kind of crazy stuff happened that there are many females that seem to enjoy the music that I put out. So it's kind of cool.
You realized at somewhat singing was the key to a girl's heart?
Yeah. Just serenade.
Speaking of some Canadians, I know you're a big fan of a Canadian that we're all a fan of, Drake.
Yes.
Who you've covered. What is it that you love so much about Drake?
I think I just really respect Drake as an artist and also a writer as well. I think the way he writes his songs is so like relatable, like things like songs like Marvin's Room and all these songs that loads of people can relate to and they understand like, oh, I've been in that position before. And also I'm rocking the Toronto Blue Jays.
We appreciate that.
It's all good. I was really worried. I actually asked if I should wear it because I was really worried that maybe like you would be like, I hate them. And I'd be like, yeah, let me just
No, it's okay. Blue Jays. So, speaking of Drake and Marvin's Room, which you covered,
yes,
and did an amazing job of. What is like? How do you pick? I mean, there's a million songs out there. What makes for a good cover for you?
It always used to change for me. I think when I first started, it was all about just songs that I liked. It was kind of like random tracks that I liked on random albums, and then I kind of got more into doing more current songs. And then when it all blown up for me, I kind of went back to doing what I wanted to do. And like Drake's Marvin's Room was kind of a good example of that because it wasn't amazingly well known at first when I did it, and then it still blew up. So that was kind of a really amazing feeling to know that I covered this song that wasn't very well known, but it still kind of went the way it did. So
I saw people on it that said it. Some people thought it was your original song at the time when they first.
Like, yeah, I did. Gotta make with Marvin. It was in his room. Still right song.
Conor, you're gonna be hanging out with us for the rest of the show.
Yeah.
And coming up, we're gonna put you to the test with a little game we like to call Can't Say No. Obviously named after your song. And we're gonna find out more about why you're connected to One Direction. But here's this video right here. Can't Say No.